This is a quick review of the American Standard Champion 4 one-piece toilet. If you're checking this out because you're shopping for a new toilet, or just want to know how this one holds up, I'm going to share my honest experience and what I think makes it stand out. Plus a few things I wasn't too sure about at first. So, let's start with how it looks and feels, since that's what I first noticed when we brought it home. The Champion 4 is a one-piece toilet, meaning the tank and the bowl are fused together instead of being two separate parts. That gives it a really smooth, seamless look without lines or gaps where grime can collect. The white finish is glossy and looks sleek, and after all these years, it's honestly still super easy to wipe down and keep clean. The design is pretty modern but simple. What stood out for me was the elongated bowl. If you're not sure what that means, basically, the opening is longer, so there's more room to sit. It genuinely feels more comfortable than the round bowl on my older toilet. The seat that comes with it fits perfectly, and the toilet sits higher up. They call it standard height, but really, it feels more like a comfortable chair for most adults. Very easy on my knees. Moving on to my experience with this toilet. I've actually had the Champion 4 in my home for about 10 years now, so I'm way past that new toilet phase. The very first impression I remember was how heavy it was during installation. This is definitely a two-person job, just because it's big and a little awkward to pick up. Once we got it set up though, it's been pretty much set it and forget it. The powerful flush is the key feature here for me. This toilet has a large 4-inch flush valve, which in regular terms basically means it lets a lot of water out very quickly whenever you flush, helping prevent common clogs. And after using it for so long, I can say this thing does its job. I've never had any of those awkward, frustrating clogs or moments where you need to flush twice. It's powerful and fast, so you don't have to worry. Cleaning is a breeze, and that's a huge win. Part of this is because there are fewer seams since it's a single piece, so there aren't many places for grime or bacteria to hide. The other part is this ever-clean surface. I didn't really believe it would make a difference, but from my experience, stuff like mildew, odor, and stains really haven't been a problem. It's still looking almost like new a decade later, which is kind of amazing for a toilet. Some basic things for anyone who's wondering. The water usage is 1.6 gallons per flush, so it's not the absolute lowest, but fits within most current efficiency standards. For my family, that means the toilet still has force, but we're not overusing water. Also, every part you need comes in the box, from the seat to the bolt covers. The slow close seat, meaning it doesn't slam shut when you put the lid down, was a nice touch, especially when you're half asleep at night and don't want to wake everyone up. There are a few things I really like about this model and why I'd recommend this for most people looking for a new, reliable toilet. The most important for me is the consistent performance. With a powerful flush, those annoying blockages are just not an issue. Comfort was another thing I realized matters more than I thought. The elongated bowl and chair height seat make it comfortable for almost everyone in my house. The cleaning part might not sound like a big deal, but once you switch to a one-piece model and have that ever-clean finish, you really don't want to go back to scrubbing awkward corners. After 10 years, barely any visible wear. That says a lot about build quality. I even appreciate the simple chrome details. It just looks tidy in any bathroom. Of course, there are things I'd change or that were less than perfect. One is the installation. I mentioned it's heavy, and I can't even imagine trying to do this by myself. Don't believe the easy install hype unless you've got help. The included seat, while totally fine and matched to the color, is on the thinner, more plasticky side. Ours worked well for many years, but after a while, we opted for a sturdier seat just for that extra comfort. Also, if you have very young kids, the height might be a touch high for them. Our little ones needed help at first. The flush lever needs a decent push to activate. It's not a big deal for adults, honestly, but for older relatives or smaller children, it can be just a tad stiff. The one thing we needed to replace was a simple part on the inside. To be fair, that only happened after 10 years, and I actually think it was our fault. We were happy to see most of the pieces held up this long without any real maintenance, which, to me, says a lot about the overall quality and durability. The 10-year limited warranty is also a comfort, just knowing the company stands by their product. In conclusion, from my experience, the American Standard Champion 4 one-piece toilet has been a solid, reliable addition to my home. It's perfect for anyone who wants something that looks modern, is extremely easy to clean, rarely clogs, and just keeps working year after year. It's not the cheapest option, and installation takes a bit of muscle, But I think it's worth the investment for the peace of mind and convenience you get. That powerful flush and comfortable design really make it stand out. And if you care about having a bathroom that's easy to keep clean with less fuss, I'd recommend this for you. If you found this quick review helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below about your own experience, or if you have any questions about the toilet. Thank you for watching.